Right? I got this.
All right. What are we talking about today?
We are talking about friendship.
Okay.
Why you need them.
Mm.
The importance of friendship and friendship evolving.
Mm.
You and I have been friends for something like 15 years. We have seen each other through some really hard times.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think of the really hard times, and they were bad times. But now I think about them and I almost giggle.
And how pathetic we were.
I'm just like,
and how victim. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
Lord.
look back and I just cringe.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So in my mind, so the importance of friends, you were actually my first, I think I told you this the other day, you were my first friend that I made as an adult.
Which is crazy.
Yes, because I had friends from high school for a short while. Truthfully, just during high school, and then I bailed. I couldn't wait to leave. And I do have a few that reach out to me every once in a while, which bless their hearts. And then I made work friends, and I had 2 work friends, and they were really my only friends until I was late 30s, mid 30s. I found it hard to, number one, open up. And
well, you didn't want to share about the crap going into your lives.
No.
And you didn't really trust anyone.
Mm-mm.
So if you're in bad stuff, without going into detail,
right,
you don't necessarily want other people to know, or you don't trust. I never wanted to be outed that people knew.
Right. And I went the way of, I would share what people considered personal stuff. You want to talk about body fluids? Not a problem. You want to talk about sex? I'll talk about sex. Don't ask me how I feel about something, though.
Right. Feelings are bad.
Feelings, yeah. We don't discuss feelings. And that was just, so people thought, oh, I know Tammy really well. Because I would share stories about the day, but not how I felt about those days. And so you have been my first adult friend where I actually grew as a person with your friendship. You've given me boundaries. I don't know if I've pushed boundaries. I'm sure that I have. I'm good at pushing buttons, but I don't do it on purpose.
No, I never felt like you crossed boundaries. I feel like you were always really careful and respectful to make sure. I mean, we're both in the same boat, and so I think that we got it. I mean, there were some crazy things, but
you should have heard the conversations when we were both doing online dating.
Oh my, yeah, we're not gonna go.
Oh my Lord, I can't wait to tell stories. But French.
We had very different experiences.
Oh, we did, because you dated and I dated. So
we had different criteria.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mine was escapism. Escapism.
Well, I can't say mine wasn't either.
Yeah, true.
Because there was so much time. I mean, it's like it sucked up. It was like a part-time job.
It was. We actually used to joke about that because we would spend hours
scrolling and messaging, and oh my goodness, it was so time-consuming.
Yes, it was a great way to escape
what was time.
Yeah. But I would think that if you don't have a solid friend, and I'm talking a solid friend, I'm not talking a good acquaintance.
Right.
So there's a difference for me. A good acquaintance, I can hang out, but we're not going to get into the meat of things. We're not going to have these
feelings.
Feelings
are bad.
Oh, it hurts.
They just drag you down.
So I think that if folks can let their shields down enough when they find that person, and have that solid friend, it is a game changer.
Yeah. It's so different because you know how guarded I am. I'm very guarded and very private, and it's difficult it took years for me to truly open up, and probably you too, but not as much as me.
Yeah. But you're also, so I didn't grow up in the same place.
And we have vastly different upbringings for sure.
So I think you have like little links everywhere. So I could see where being private and wanting to hold things here would make sense. Because you're like a well-known person. You're like an influencer in your town.
I'm the mother of an influencer, and that's about as best that we can say. Vastly different lives.
Yes, yeah. So I was from all over the place, and which is probably where I learned to make friends on a surface level.
Well, acquaintances.
Yeah, because I knew that we were going to be moving. I would go to different schools.
Well, your friends were based on proximity.
Correct. And I tried to keep friendships for folks that I liked, distance-wise. I'm just not the greatest at it.
Well, it's difficult. Unless you've been together as a friend for a long... Like, if I moved away, we would remain friends, even though we don't have the proximity, but we have that base.
Right.
We have that long-term connection and base, whereas you're just working with someone or you're living next to someone. We kind of talked about this in the other video as well. Right. That proximity is a big thing, but there has to be some additional connection.
Right.
I mean, you kind of got to go through some shit.
Otherwise,
it's an acquaintance. I'm sorry.
It is. Until you have helped me go through something heavy, then it is kind of an acquaintance type thing.
It's like it hasn't been tested.
Yeah. And man, have we tested?
Oh my. Yes,
we have tested. And I think one of the things I appreciate the most is, number one, you understand how my brain works. And it's a little bit out there sometimes. I would text and say, hey, I've got a new idea. And you would be like, sure. I'd be like, hey, what do you think about doing this? And it'd be some outlandish things. Hey, I'm going to sell feet pics. What do you think?
Why not?
Great. Go for it. Knowing damn good and well that I'm not going to follow through with any of it.
You did get a bunch of cats. I mean, there were some things you did. You did get some reptiles. You did go through with some things. I'm like, to each his own. I won't be visiting.
Did, yes. And so when you judge me, I would never get a text from you going, go ahead, dumbass.
Oh, well, that's not true. I've definitely used the word dumbass before.
But I think...
But with love.
Absolutely. And I think I've said this before, is that people, their friendships should aspire. They should aspire to be like this.
Yeah. Duh. Well, there's lots of value in our friendship. I mean, we've been some lows, and you'll be worried about me, and you'll check on me. Same with you.
Right.
And we haven't always been that way. I think it's probably in the last few years that it's deepened even more.
For sure. For sure.
And that's what a friend should be. Not codependent.
Right.
Because we're not codependent, but just hey, doing okay? We know each other enough to know.
Right. Because you'll hit a down part, and I'm generally
moderate depression.
So there are times when I know for my own sanity, and I hope that it's helpful, when I was just like still alive.
Yeah.
Because that just means I'm thinking about you. I know you're struggling. I'm here with you.
But there's no pressure.
None. Because it doesn't matter if you don't text back. Unless you're in a really low spot, and then I'm like, don't make me call your fucking mom.
Yeah, I do need some. There are times where I need to have. That's where my son got it from. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, because I'll tell. I'll tattle.
I'll tell. Remember that one time you disappeared and I had to email your son at work? So I talk to Tammy almost every day.
Yes.
I mean, pretty much every day.
Yeah.
It's either a text or a phone call.
Something.
More recently, in the past few years, I think we've developed this. I call her as I'm leaving work every night.
Right.
As a check-in. Sometimes I don't. Because if you've got something on, I don't. And it's no big deal. But we would, and this was years ago.
Yeah.
And I did not have your daughter's number, but I probably still don't have your son's number.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like you would care. But
yeah,
anyway,
I don't think you do.
So I wasn't getting any response. I'm like, okay, what was it, the second day, the third day? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm emailing you. Your son worked at the same place. I emailed him. He writes this cryptic, she's in the hospital. What the There was no other information. Just like what my son would do.
Right.
That was the scariest thing.
Right.
And then that's when your daughter and I got a number and we're like, have you checked on your mom? I checked on my mom.
Yes.
And you were actually in the hospital.
I was.
That was the freakiest thing.
I was in.
And then we didn't trust you for months after that. Yeah, she would text me and go, have you heard from mom? I said, yeah, she's okay.
To the point where, so I was in the hospital for a while, health issue, and I was out of it.
Oh, yeah, no, you were a goner.
So I couldn't say, hey, I'm fine, I'm just in the hospital.
Just?
So,
hey.
Right? When I came out, I had lost 3 days. When they woke me up, I had lost 3 days. And I can remember looking and seeing that it said Friday. And I had gone to the ER on Tuesday. And I thought that they were wrong.
Right.
And I can remember
well, you're already the queen of denial. So it only makes sense. You would really question that.
Friday? And she goes, yeah, it's Friday. You lost a few days. I freaked out. Because number one, I lost time. Mm-hmm, but I was like, I was supposed to be delivering cats.
Right.
I haven't checked in at work.
How many texts did you get from me?
Yes. And then my daughter, bless her heart, locked my phone because they were trying to do the password. So I couldn't even text anybody.
Oh,
I don't have numbers memorized. It's just this person.
No, you don't have numbers memorized anymore. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way.
So came out. I was monitored. I swear to God, like 24/7.
No one trusted you at all.
No.
And it wasn't even codependent. It was like sheer survival.
Yes.
Because you're so overly independent, trauma responsive.
100%.
That we knew that you wouldn't necessarily reach out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lived in the boonies, went to visit a friend, had accidentally turned my phone onto airplane mode.
Oh, that's right.
So did not respond for like 5 hours or something.
Yeah, no, you weren't allowed to go missing like that.
Oh my Lord.
We were all traumatized by that.
It was. I got into the car, looked at my phone, I was like, oh crap, I've turned this on. And the phone was just like ping, 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 ping. I immediately called my daughter, and she is so upset. And she's like, I was just heading up to the property.
I think I probably encouraged her.
Yes. Because it was just like, I was talking to Louise.
She's like, do you know where she is? Oh my goodness. So
those are the friends that you need.
Mm-hmm. They care about
and
you.
your son has reached out to me going, have you heard from my mom?
Oh.
I was like, oh.
Have he responded?
Oh.
Which is very interesting because that's his role, not mine.
Right. So then it's, hey, I'm going to tell your mom. If you, and I've threatened this once before. I've texted, I waited for a little while, because your mom texted me saying, she's sick. Have you heard from her?
Oh, yeah, I was really sick.
You were really sick.
I was so sick, I didn't let anybody know I was sick. That's how sick I was.
And I didn't have the heart to tell her that I hadn't heard from you in a day.
Right, because you knew that would freak her out.
So I said, yeah, I heard from her last night, but nothing from this morning. I'll check in. I'm going to tell your mom if you do not answer your mother. And I did get a text about 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
And then I got a text from your mom saying thank you. She responded.
Oh my gosh, we're so bad.
Because I said I'm going to bust in the house.
Yeah. Well, we don't go missing that often. I mean, we're usually pretty good. We know where each other is most of. I mean,
right?
You know,
absolutely.
not like we're stalking or anything, but
no.
I mean, we talk enough to know that
right.
You know, we both work and
right, exactly. So those are the friends that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Who know when they need to do a missing persons.
Mm-hmm.
So, and for heaven's sakes, if you've got a solid friend, share your children's phone numbers with them. Share some other contact info.
It took us so long to do that. Isn't that funny?
It did. It wasn't until I was in the ICU where it's like, oh, I should probably, you need to have my
Thank God he worked at the same, I wouldn't have known. Oh
I died when you said his response was she was in ICU or something like that. She was
like, dude, seriously? I
a little more info would be. And that's how he is, even in
well,
even on the phone.
A boy thing too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking with him on the phone, it's like, hey, I've not seen your mom in 3 days. Oh yeah, she's in ICU.
Right?
Like, what's the big deal?
I gave you the information.
Right? You know where she's at. All's good.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I think that yes, I think that's brought a lot of value in our lives with each other, and
absolutely.
Because we're not in serious relationships,
right?
You know, normally you would have a partner, and that person would know where you are, and I think as you get older, if you choose to be single, I don't want my kid to be checking on me. I don't want my kid to have to worry about where I am. I felt bad when he reached out to you, but we can do that for each other.
Absolutely. And so I think it's, well, you know, it's important to have a solid friend. Again, I'm always chatting about mental health. But I think it's good for your mental health. And it's freaking good for your family. Because I can rely on you versus I will share things with you that I don't share with my kids. No, because they're my kids.
Exactly.
And they don't need to worry about stuff.
And I'm guarded and private, and so you're pretty much it for who I share.
Right. The book's coming out next year.
Yeah, not so much. Maybe at my funeral. Once I die, you can write it.
Oh my Lord, I can't wait for your funeral.
Another thing we've talked about so at length. I mean, that's a conversation itself as well.
Oh my gosh.
We have some weird conversations.
Oh,
but I think as you get older, it's harder to make friends. I think as adults. Yeah. And I mean, work friends, it's pretty easy because you connect with people.
You've got that proximity.
Yep. But I think it's very important to work at it and have a friend as you're older, because isolation is horrible.
It is.
It's just it's not healthy.
No. And let's face it, if you isolate and you've not made connections, this is going to be a little morbid, but if you have critters, you're going to die in your trailer.
Oh my gosh, you always got to go to the dark side.
Your cat's going to eat your big toe.
Okay, this might be a trauma that she probably has nightmares about being eaten by her dog.
Yes, because I
Where's
can't.
Chewy?
Chewy. Oh, he's laying down here.
I mean, it's true. It does happen. But I don't think that would happen soon enough, because I think we'd probably have our mother or son or, you know.
Somebody would be going, hey, have you heard from?
Yeah, well, work for one, right?
Yeah. Oh my Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are people, sad to think that if something happened, it would be, how much time would it be before someone knew?
Right? I've heard too many horror stories.
Me too.
I've watched too many.
Yeah, I just saw something the other day that was like, way too much time had gone on.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
It is sad.
Yeah.
And life is so much more fun when you've got a solid friend.
And you really only need one.
Absolutely.
It's not about volume.
No.
It's about connection and value.
Absolutely. Because I have other friends, but you're the bestie who I can tell anything to. and tell everything to.
Right.
Knowing that I will either get a sure or I can't believe you didn't think of that, dumbass. But that's what works for us, though.
Yeah.
So not every friendship is as cool as ours.
Of course not. Of course not. Okay. Can we end with that? Is that good? That not as cool as ours? That would be.
I think that's a good place.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
With Chewy. The Chewster.
The